Well, welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2020. I'm YoBGS. I'll be your host for the next couple runs. Really quick, wanted to get in a $1,000 donation from Thorlar. And they say, big fan of GDQ and big supporter of cancer research in general. Since my best friend died to cancer a year and a half ago and my dad has blood cancer, thank you for doing so much to make the world a better place. Keep being awesome, everyone. And don't forget to toss your Witcher a coin. And with that, we are going to toss it over to Snowfats for Hotline Miami. Snowfats, take it away.
All masks, right?
Yeah, okay, you're getting everything.
Hi, I'm going to be running Hotline Miami and going to get started right away because there's not really much to explain in this game, so we can go.
You should have said.
No, he's actually going.
Yeah, the button started.
Yeah.
This is a speed run. Come on.
That wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Speed run the intro.
My name is Snowfats. Couch, introduce yourselves right now.
All right.
I have the power to tell you what to do.
All right, I'm CFB.
I am a live studio audience.
I'm Buffet Time.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Good job.
Not like this.
I'm glad you're waiting for us to introduce ourselves before you finish the first level. It's really nice.
To be fair, the third and fourth enemies are the toughest in the game.
Yeah, it's true. I was trying to time it so I get them both with one kill, like one hit.
Yeah.
So I guess we should also explain the gimmick of this run because people probably heard of Hotline before, but I guarantee you no one but me and Buffet Time has heard of all masks. This is basically good 100%.
Yeah.
As the name implies, we will be collecting all masks. That is all you need to know about this speedrun. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And we can just, there we go, first level's done.
So all masks is... The reason we don't do 100% is because if you want to get full 100%, you have to get every gun. And so you'd have to just like grind one level over and over to get enough points. And also the best part about grinding points is sometimes if you get a too little score or too high of a score, it just breaks. And then you need like negative 2 million points to get to the next level.
It's really good.
So, yeah. So instead of that, you just get all masks, which also means you have to get every puzzle piece.
Also, I picked Rasmus on this level because it's an optimal shout out to Duke Bilgewater. I wish he was here. Come back, Duke. We miss you.
I love you, Duke.
That's another level down. I'm just gonna
that is.
put that out there.
We also have the official speedrunning mask of the game, Tony. If you are familiar with Hotline speedruns, then you're familiar with Tony, who's also known as Death Incarnate, the Fist Fury. His like ability, each mask has like their own little ability. His mask is that he's one of the best masks in the game, so okay, we can't do that.
Unfortunately, he's not immune to bullets.
No.
Or knives.
Either.
Yeah.
There we go. If you got
He doesn't
really
die if you
fortunate,
don't die.
those enemies there would be laid out in a way that you could kind of approach that room with just melee and quickly take them all out. But you can tell that this game's a little random, unfortunately.
A little bit.
Just a
There's
tad.
a tad bit of randomness throughout this game.
Also, if you notice, he's in every single level for the first 16, he needs to pick up a puzzle piece.
Yeah.
It's just like a little purple square. We know where they are, but it's kind of hard to find if you don't know where they are. And then there's a few masks that are hidden inside of levels that we have to grab.
Yeah, and we're going to be picking everything up along the way. Also, if you don't want spoilers for the story of this game, stop watching right now and just go play the game.
This game has a story.
Yeah.
You normally skip this entire level in a
Oh,
game
yeah.
set, right?
No, we have to actually play this level like an animal. Just killing them all real fast.
Yeah.
In the worst categories, you skip this category. You skip this level.
There you are, thank you. So yeah, this is a boss fight. This game has very underwhelming bosses. So he's dead, rest in peace.
F.
I gotta be honest, I kind of like the boss fights because if they were like more involved, it would slow the game down more.
Every time he spins this girl, he gains 1 pixel movement.
Yeah.
There we go. Easy every time. You also may notice that I'm probably gonna die a whole lot in this run, and it's not really going to matter a whole lot, and that's just because the moment you die, you just press R and you immediately respawn, so yay, just throw yourself at it over and over again. This is the true speedrunner's game.
You really do be like that. And this is one of the worst screens in the entire level, in the entire game. It's very, very RNG, and there's not a good strategy at all.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And that's why everyone does a different strategy, and they're all bad.
Gonna bust up the head.
The second screen is fine. This screen is actually fine. It's like really easy to do.
That strategy I just did there is something I learned about like 10 minutes ago.
He didn't know it existed.
Even though it's been a thing since like, what, 2015?
Yeah.
Dude, I run with Brandon. I don't know these strats.
I like how you tried to warn people about
tried,
headphones, but he did a faster strat than normal.
I said the word headphone in time for everyone to just get their ears blown out.
Yeah.
Well, did you say headphones and down? Otherwise, they might have turned it up, dude.
Hey, Snowy, what mask did we just get?
Oh, we got Graham.
Oh, heck.
Oh, that's right. We're gonna use Graham. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, so Graham is another mask that gets used periodically in speedruns. His ability is he walks slightly faster than your average person, which actually means a lot in... Really? Thank you.
You got him.
Actually
Took a
means-
while.
Oh, God, please. Thank you. Oh, jeez.
He actually needs to keep that weapon.
Yeah, it's actually very important.
So I guess we could talk about the mechanics a little bit.
Nah.
No? Okay, well, I'm going to anyways. So a large majority of the enemies can randomly be attracted to you for every bullet that you shoot. So a lot of strategies involve just firing guns at walls to attract them, but sometimes they just don't come to you.
Yeah.
And
Really
you
good.
saw that with the dog there.
That's why I just started shooting the wall like randomly when the
No,
dog
you went
got
the
over.
wrong way on the
No, I
way
didn't.
back.
No, I didn't.
You lost 7 frames.
No, stop messing with my muscle memory.
Oh, and also, in terms of RNG, enemy reaction speed varies from 1 frame to never reacting.
It's really
So
good.
it's 1 to infinite. And yeah. There's also the guns you get, like that the enemies have, there's often an RNG. The items that are already dropped on the floor, already RNG as well. Bullet spread is also. Also, sometimes they'll walk through walls randomly. Sometimes they'll shoot behind themselves.
Oh yeah, this did not
yeah.
go as planned.
Sometimes you can survive bullets.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
that- yeah.
so can they.
Yeah.
There's what, 25% chance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire axe.
Basically, if you're a math or statistics major and you
No,
want to just do a thesis on how many different scenarios can happen, just do something on this game.
That is the coolest, like, X-Wing in the
The quad kill, dude.
Yeah, he has to
Beautiful.
get the puzzle piece that's way up there. It's really annoying.
Thank you. You can shoot that
You can
guy,
kill him twice.
again.
Yeah.
That's why I was cutting his head off. It's faster to do that with a gun, but it's way, way cooler and also safer to do it with a
Also,
fire
fun
axe.
fact, when you're holding a hostage, you can go through elevator doors.
Yeah, this game is barely held together, unfortunately. Also, if you didn't know, the reason I'm getting a mask after every single level, like once just kind of appearing, is because I'm getting a high score on that level. One of the requirements for unlocking masks in this game is you need to get a high enough score when playing through the level you unlock them on.
Yeah.
So there's also a high score run.
Oh, exactly, dude. I love
Yeah.
high score runs on Hotline.
And high score just means you get a, what is it, C minus?
Yeah, dude, just like high score.
Oh, I just remembered
yeah.
something else that's random. The fat enemies sometimes just stand there when they die and block bullets, and sometimes
that's
they die
awesome.
instantly.
If you shoot a certain number of pellets into them, they instantly die. Otherwise, it's like, if you hit them with 1 bullet, it's like a countdown that's sort of random, I'm pretty sure. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Anyways, time for the second boss fight, everyone's favorite. I'm also really vouching on getting the biker warp now because I didn't pick Graham for this.
Remember to press space after. Right there.
There we go.
He just did a setup. It's a really difficult setup.
Unironically, just did a setup too.
You press spacebar in the elevator, and then let's hope he gets it.
I mean, hope I'm going to get it.
So biker moves around really randomly. Like, it's kind of weird. It looks much easier than it is. Like when you play through this normally, it'll be really difficult for you to like control where he's moving, and we need to control where he's gonna throw this last knife. So he's gonna try and get it behind the, right there, and then let's hope it doesn't clank. Ooh,
Oh,
there we go.
I don't think he's close enough. Yo,
Oh,
there we go.
nice. Speed tech. No
Alright,
one is
so-
allowed to say Hotline doesn't have speed tech anymore, by the way.
So basically what happened there is, for some reason, the developers, to make sure that you don't like get stuck out of bounds, when you press spacebar, it saves that value. So then it doesn't matter where. So you just press spacebar in the elevator, and then once you get stuck out of bounds and kill him, you'll be stuck in the wall. So then it tries to place you back so that you're back in bounds based off of where you press the spacebar. So then instead of where you had just like knocked him down, it brings you all the way up there.
Is that how the dumpster warp works on the prologue?
I think so.
Okay.
But then again, the dumpster warp also has some RNG in that.
Gotcha.
It's dependent on the, what's it called? It's dependent on the trash bags being a certain sprite.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love random elements in my video games.
Also, this song is way louder than all others for no reason.
It's
No,
the
it's
best
because you're
song
in
in
a
the
club.
game.
It is a
really
great song.
good song.
Buffet time, it's because you're in a club.
No,
He's
I
never been in
understand
a club before. Don't
Oh, okay.
That's bullying.
Snowfats, can I make a request for you to use Carl on the next level?
yeah, no problem real fast.
Thank you. Not Carl %, just
one Carl.
put the mask on, yeah.
Okay.
So you are quitting in the game after every level.
Yeah,
correct?
so
Yeah.
once the save icon appears in the bottom right, that's when the level's considered done, and you can just quit and go to main menu. And then you just click continue, and you're right there.
And it skips all the story, which it's there.
No, there you see some story here, a little bit.
Most of the story. That's not Carl.
That's not Carl, he's a rabbit now.
I can explain. Let's call him speedrunning a game right now.
Are you, though?
This is the only level where you don't have to kill every single person.
Because the cops do it for you, dude.
Good job on not getting shot.
Yeah, tie.
Yeah, that sniper
That laser.
laser
Yeah.
will kill you.
Pixel.
Oh yeah, with that laser, one pixel to the right or the left of the window, it will shoot you through it.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Wasn't that his offline picture?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
it's happened to me
Salty
3
about
times.
that.
Yeah.
Use Carl.
Come on, now.
The people want Carl.
The
Unbelievable.
people can get Carl like 5 seconds after the run.
On heavy has so many enemies.
Yeah, there's a few on this level. This is where the game really starts to step it up to like 11 or 12.
Yeah. And screen 3 is just great.
It's awesome, dude.
It can be hard to notice just how many windows there are as well. And like, if you get spotted through the windows, enemies will just shoot you from really far away.
It's
Yeah.
really good, yeah.
But unlike in Hotline
Speaking of
2,
windows.
they actually will never shoot you out of your shift look. Because in Hotline 2, they can actually shoot you out of the range of your shift look.
That's not according to what I read on the internet, dude.
Oh, they were wrong.
You think someone would do that? Go on the internet and tell lies? I don't think that's true, man. Oh, dog.
Oh
That was
no,
the dog.
you're doing the old strat.
I gotta do the old strat.
Heck.
Oh, no. The old strat sucks. Please. There we go.
Don't you love getting double barrels?
It's awesome, dude. I love luring like one enemy.
He just got Jake, which is the best mask, by the way.
Comfy hostage strats. There we go. The Magnum is incredible because it's one of the few weapons in this game that's like perfectly precise and
Yeah.
always kills enemies. In
There's
one
no
hit.
RNG on the spread. And also, yeah, it also will always kill.
And it can penetrate.
Yeah.
You get like one in the run, I'm guessing. Like that was the one he got.
They're all completely random spawns. We also just unlocked 2 weapons there, so that might have just broken the weapon unlock tree.
Yeah, I think it did.
It usually breaks on hot and heavy
Yeah.
because of how many points you get.
No, no.
And then it should.
We're good at the game.
Then during the next screen, you might see it be negative like 2 million or something.
Yeah, I'll try to work that off for you guys. I love luring enemies with gunshots.
This screen is
I
really
love
hard.
luring enemies
This
with
screen is
gunshots.
really, really hard.
The consistent thing is to go back and get the pistol, but that's not cool. Boing. Thank you.
Do you have to solve the puzzle when you grab the letters?
I
or just,
do.
He will.
Please don't make fun of my spelling. I'm really bad. I hope you all studied for the spelling bee at the end of this run, by the way. You will be graded on it.
Speaking of RNG, that's also RNG, is where they place the puzzle pieces when you want to
Thank you.
solve it. It's gonna be great.
Oh my goodness. I love Sprite.
he never moved.
This is awesome, dude. Thank you. Anyone else love boss fights?
You could have punched them. You didn't need to use a shotgun.
There we go. Don't mind him. He's doing his own thing down there. Don't crawl through the window, dude. Just eat it.
Oh, there
Yeah,
it is.
minus-
Yeah, minus whatever that was.
I had a really bad score on that level, it turns out. The game called me a coward too, now I feel bad.
Isn't it also faster to get the score glitch because now you don't get the weapon
Yes.
unlocked?
It is.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank
That was
you.
some good speed tech.
That was RNG manipulation, yeah.
Also, a fun fact, if you didn't know how to skip through dialogue in this game, because it never this game doesn't tell you a lot of
It
things.
doesn't tell you anything.
If you hold right click and mash left click, that gets through all cutscenes and all dialogue in the game as fast as humanly possible.
All right,
Dude, not
Congrats
like
on the
this, not
new
like this.
strat, by the way.
We did it.
what's going on with this level? Because this is not every other.
No.
I
he just pulled what is called a Snowfats.
No. It's because of Jack and Tosh's strategy. It didn't work. It's not gonna work again, I feel like. Nope, there we
Oh,
go.
you did it.
I love Jack and Tosh now.
Thank you, Jackie.
Normally, we'd go down through the bottom there, and if you don't know, on this level, your movement's terrible. Well, that's this game, but on this level, your movement's terrible. Like, I'm just holding W right there. and
Yeah.
Snaking
It's
all
because
around.
you got your head blown.
Yeah, I
you
did
have
get
some
shot.
head
That's-
trauma,
Yeah.
which is the name.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
And yeah, so when you just move, it just like makes you go up and down. So you just gotta like tap W and S. A and D. There we go. I can memorize keys.
Oh, I don't think I told you guys also, but I need to Alt F4 the game here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because it's faster than waiting for that cutscene of me kind of walking around Miami streets. We're in Orlando, so we can't experience that ourselves.
Yeah, I think it saves like
Drive.
7 seconds to Alt F4 there.
Yeah, no, it's quite a bit faster. And now we're back.
Best level in the game.
An easy
Your words.
but skippable level.
Your words, not mine. Yeah, I can't wait to actually do a soul skip, like I'm definitely going to do.
I can show it to you. It's really annoying.
So if Hot and Heavy was where this game turned the number of enemies up to like 11, this is here where it turns it up to like 15.
Also, there's more glass. Oh yeah, cool thing with the tables here. So the AI, specifically on this level, when they're moving, if you're behind a table, they won't notice you until they stop. But once they stop, they'll shoot you within 1 frame.
Oh, hi. We both missed. Well, never mind. He's got his back. Shout out to Scattle, by the way. This game's soundtrack's incredible.
It's really good.
Oh. Okay.
Thought we were gonna get a throwback there.
I just like black out for a second. What happened? Reminder, we play the updated version of Hotline Miami because the original version of it crashed.
Oh, no.
very often. So, hope that doesn't happen.
Oh, and also, if you try and play this game and it crashes after 25 minutes, that means you just can't play this game because it's a memory leak that you would need to fix by getting a
There you are.
GPU.
Thank you. The detectives are very special in this too. They always prioritize responding to sound over everything else. So if it looked like I was just walking past them with no risk to myself, that's because I was. This game's really easy.
Also, fun fact, if you play on original, a good way to increase the FPS is to plug in more mice.
It's true. If the game's running slow for you, unironically, try unplugging your printer.
Yes, that too.
People
Unplug your
probably
printer.
think we're joking about that too.
Unplug your printer and plug in more mice. That's how you increase the FPS. Not even a joke.
I'm just not gonna risk anything here and go for this right now.
You're the rat,
supposed-
dude.
Yo, you're the rat. Shout out to Richter. I was supposed to be able to. Oh, okay, we're good. He couldn't see me through the window because this game's really good. Don't shoot me. Thank you. That's all I
Congrats
wanted
on
to not
assault.
get shot. Tai. I saw you. S thought I was sneaking away.
So that was like this is like the hardest level of the game.
This is
Yeah.
Yeah.
hard
And then you
as
just
fuck.
finish it, right?
Oh, absolutely.
No problem.
Vengeance is also really hard though.
Vengeance is really hard.
We can clap then too. We don't have to clap just once.
You're the rat.
You can only clap once.
Yeah, please clap.
One clap.
2 quick ones. I'm gonna try actually using my boy Jake on this level.
Heck yeah.
Just because there's a possible way that you can be about as fast, if not a little faster, than Tony.
What does Jake do?
Any weapon I throw now, instead of knocking enemies down, is going to kill them.
Yeah, and it keeps going, so you can kill multiple people with one throw.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So it becomes a magnum.
Yeah.
There we go.
He will die. Since he got 1 bullet in him, he'll eventually die. It'll just take a bit. So he's gonna walk around for a bit, and then the fat guy will
Oh,
die.
I got one of them. I was not supposed to execute him. It's okay. There we go.
See, he died off screen.
Beautiful.
Good job, man.
Yeah, thanks. Shout out to Daniel Droll. I don't remember why we killed this guy. We just, honestly,
He
at
was
this
the boss.
point-
He was the Russian boss.
Yeah, that was a really lame boss.
He was the
fight, not
mafia
gonna
boss
lie.
or something like that.
Just walk in and talk
Wait,
to
no.
him.
Who do you kill at the end then?
I haven't
kill
looked at the story of
another
this game in
mob
like
boss?
5 years.
Okay, so that was the second hardest level done now.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, there we go.
Easy. Easy every time.
All right, now can you pick Carl?
No, I have to pick Richter because of the year we're at. I'm sorry.
You should have gone with Don Juan because it would have carried over.
Please give this to me. This is the only time Richter sees use in a speed run.
Yeah, but when does Carl see use?
I gotta go.
All right, these enemies take 2 hits.
Oh yeah, that's how you know they're very powerful.
Don't whiff the knife.
Never lock on.
You can die to that bull he just shot if you're right behind it.
Or you can survive it if you're, really lucky.
I mean, you could.
Fun fact, there are masks in this game that the whole point of them is they're supposed to let you survive bullets, and they
Could you
don't.
press shift and
They don't
go
work.
down left? Shift and look down left.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, no, we have to censor this game.
it's just catch up.
If you let go of shift here, it's supposed to follow the picture. If you hold shift, you can actually keep it on him. That's a cute little thing. You can see like he actually has like a full smoking animation.
This is the hidden part 5.
Oh yeah.
It's hidden behind that credits.
And now for something entirely different, we're gonna play a completely different character. Whoa, look at that.
Yeah, so Biker is, instead of being able to pick up different weapons, you just have a cleaver, and then you have 3 knives that you can throw. And so we use those knives to get rid of people that are, of course, going to take more time, so
You can pick up knives you missed, but there's no way to refill them.
yeah. Once it kills someone, then it goes away. But if it just hits a wall, you can go pick it back up.
But the levels are really short and fast. Like that
Yeah,
was
absolutely.
a
Short and
10-second
sweet.
level.
Yeah.
Bikers levels are all very
Yeah,
short.
optimally, I think it's like 16 seconds.
Also, I got a 93 here because this game's silly.
Yeah.
But I didn't just go to the menu and select the next level because for some reason until you start that level,
Yep.
the game hasn't considered you as beating Showdown. So I'd have to go through like the Panther fight and everything again.
Yeah.
This game's really
And also, it says 93 because it included the time of all that cutscene we just saw. Also, you can carry over a 3x combo from that showdown level he was earlier. If it never shows a combo, then it continues it and holds it until you get to safe house. And that's the way you get the highest
awesome,
score.
dude. Don't hit me. Please? Thank you.
And
Through the window.
that was the last level, basically. And now you just
Basically,
got to
yeah,
do
we're done.
3 of the same level.
It's awesome, dude. I love exposition.
I'm excited for this puzzle, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's also going to have to do the last level twice.
No, Brandon. We can start
2 different
speedrunning the game
endings.
now. Brandon is the mask we normally use. It's basically Graham, but a lot faster.
Who is we?
Yeah.
Who's Weez? The
I use
people on this
Tony.
couch right
You
now.
don't play the game.
We don't run any
I
percent.
literally played this game like a week ago.
Press space in the elevator. It's very important again.
You move faster before that guy dies.
He took my knife, dude.
So
Wait.
the second that guy dies, you move like a few percentage points slower.
Yeah.
So you want to try and throw it as late as possible.
And there we go.
Yeah, so because you just want to get him close to that wall, and then since you move forward during the animation, you just walk through the wall.
This is another level that you
Which
can't.
saves
where's my
9
cat phone?
seconds.
This is another level that you can't skip, otherwise the game's not happy with you. I hope everybody really likes this level, because we're going to see it twice, because I have to go through the level twice to get every mask.
It's a really complex level.
Yeah, I'm spooked.
There's lots of enemies.
There's a lot of AI manipulation going to go on.
Dialogue trees.
He's going to pick the top 3 questions, then the bottom 2.
We got Phil. That's a reference to Phil Fish.
He's a developer.
But I don't have anything else to say about that. A lot of
made
the masks
Fez.
are references.
Sounded
to
like a
things.
setup, but
Nope.
And now he's going to do it again to get the secret ending.
Yeah.
And before this
Spoilers.
happens,
Spoilers.
he has to solve a puzzle.
It's really tough, dude. Spider didn't prepare me for this kind of puzzle. Nope. You can tell I've done it very often. This goes somewhere. Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm beefing it. It's really hard, I promise.
USA.
Got a horse in
Goes
there?
here, right? Oh, my goodness.
He was born with thick skin.
It's true.
What if Manny Pardo?
Don't finish that sentence. It's not true. He would never do that. Shout outs to Bon Jovi.
Congrats on completion.
Yeah, that's right. No, we don't want to leave it. Nope, there we go. Is it good? Good. Yeah, we're good. I'm just checking. I'm definitely not getting caught up in menus. Those fingerless gloves.
And now we have a different ending.
Yeah, this one's worse because you can't skew it.
Those are the developers, and actually you can kill them.
No, you can't.
That'd be very mean.
Oh, time's gonna be when I touch the bike, like right now. It's time. We did it, boys. Cool. I also think I shouted out Bon Jovi. It's supposed to shout out. Whatever. Bruce Springsteen, there we go. Yo, we did it.
That's every mask.
That is every mask in the game.
Oh, yes.
Carl.
So,
did it.
yeah. Shout outs to Cookie. Fortunately, couldn't be here, but we all love Cookie. And
Heck
yeah, I don't really have shout outs to anyone else. No one else in the Hotline Discord.
Shout out
yeah,
to Jack and Tosh.
that's Hotline Miami. We did it.
And give it up for Snowfats on that awesome run of Hotline Miami. The neon, amazing music, awesome action-packed adventure. We had a $100 donation during that run from The Fool that said, "Hey, Snow, I had to donate during your run. Glad to see you're doing well, and you can choose where this donation goes." We did also have a $5 donation from Dump that said, "Good luck on the run, but you needed to remember the run wasn't valid if you don't use Nigel." And we are going to go to a Twitch ad real quick. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2020. We're going fast and raising money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. We're getting all set up for Chippy here. Now, if you like games where the bosses take up the entire screen and bullets take up 99% of the screen, this is the game for you. And somehow Scrublord's gonna beat it. I don't know. I've seen this game called the hardest game to beat on stream. So it is gonna be an incredible run coming up in just a few minutes. We have a $50 donation from Craxin that says, "Always nice to watch AGDQ and an awesome way to see new games and how good some people are at them." We also have a $25 donation from Mick Jazz Hands, shouting out the Hotline Miami run, saying, "Hotline Miami was one of my favorite games for years, and this run is making me want to get back into it. Good luck, Snow." And now we're going to go back to Blechy for an interview with Gelly for Manifold Garden. Blechy, take it away.
Hey everybody, that was a great Hotline Miami run. It's just always so insane to see those kinds of runs where just like the slightest mistake gets you killed. Crazy, crazy stuff. Now I am here with Gelly, who you might have remembered from playing Real Mist earlier in the marathon. Shortly, he's going to be playing Manifold Garden. Very cool. I mean, some other games you run are along the same lines, like Talos Principle, The Witness, even Mist, the original one. So what is it that kind of these games have in common, and what draws you to that type of game?
Yeah, so I play a lot of first-person puzzler games that are in 3D first-person. A lot of that comes from Real Mist Masterpiece Edition. I started that in December 2015. And the sort of appeal to that is there's almost a meta puzzle to figuring out the speedrun, in that, you know, they have the intended puzzles that they've laid out for you, but then the developers have tried to sort of contain you inside of this world to make sure you do the puzzles right. And the ultimate puzzle is figuring out how to do them wrong, but fast, you know what I mean? So that's really the appeal to a lot of these games. And thankfully, because it doesn't affect a lot of casual play, a lot of the glitches that are useful, such as out of bounds and so on and so forth, aren't used by casual players, but speedrunners use them, so devs have no need to patch them out unless they're, you know, detrimental. So a lot of the time, it's a lot more technical than you would expect from, you know, say any other game, like, you know. So yeah, that's a lot of the appeal for first-person puzzler games for me.
Got it. And were you already in the speedrunning scene when you started playing these first-person puzzlers?
Yeah, well, I started in speedrunning really with Myst in 2015. So that was my first introduction, and I played that game because I liked playing Myst. I had a lot of history with Myst, so when I started playing that was my introduction to the scene, was first-person puzzlers. So it's no surprise that that's sort of the theme that I've kept up with.
Gotcha. And Manifold Garden, I think, is a particularly interesting one in the GDQ sense, just because it came out so recently. It came out October. So, like, you pick up this game. Are you immediately looking for these kind of glitches, or do you just start out with a casual playthrough and go from there?
Well, Manifold Garden is special because I actually played the beta for it. I joined the closed beta. Deep and sincere shout-outs to Zet237, who has a lot of the ins on a lot of this game development stuff. He told me that there were applications for the closed beta, and this was some sort of thing that I wanted to do, was be able to do beta stuff. So I did the beta for it, and I played through it, and I wanted to test it a little bit with my speedrunning stuff, but mostly play it casually. And then I just kept running it and running it and running it without being able to like record it because NDAs and so on and so forth. So really, a lot of what attracted me to Manifold Garden, it's an exception because most games I start out with, I play them casually for the puzzles and so on and so forth. And you know, if I get frustrated, I give up and start trying to find glitches, but that's neither here nor there. But Manifold Garden is an exception because I was on glitches from the get-go.
Got it. And this, the one you're going to be seeing, you out there in the audience, this is any %, which does include wall clips, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
So as you were starting to play this game, finding these glitches, how did the wall clips come about as you were just starting to play this game, you know, 3 months ago?
So that is the result of Zizzyman, who does a lot of glitches. I first met him in Abduction, which is a game from 2017, made by the people who did Myst. He's very good at glitch hunting. So I think in either the first or second week of the game officially coming out, he found this glitch, because there's always people on the case with puzzle games like these. And so when I was introduced to the speedrun, I think I was caught up in something else at the time. Wall clips were already there for the taking. So that was my introduction, was through wall clips. A lot of other people, when they played it casually, they didn't like the idea of wall clips because, as you'll see, wall clips skip about 95% of the game, and a lot of the game is about the visuals and the aspects and going through all of the interesting mechanics and so on and so forth. But I still find a lot of appeal in glitches. That's where I take a lot of heart. So I got attached to wall clips pretty quickly, and so that's why that's my favorite category. So.
Got it. Would you say, I mean, it's hard to answer this question, but would you say that you're pretty optimistic that you've found everything that can be found in this game, or who knows?
This game ain't Dragster. There's no maximum to games like Manifold Garden. You never know what happens with collision and stuff like this. I mean, even when I'm going to be mentioning in the run, there's 2 parts of the game which we're pretty sure there's a way to skip it. We just haven't found it yet. So like, give it a couple of years to mature, and I'm nearly certain stuff like that's going to be skipped. I don't think I've ever played a game where there is definitely a maximum. I mean, Mist isn't even there yet. We've probably got a couple of seconds to go on Mist, and that's point and click, and that's way out of left field. So. No, there's always time to save in first-person puzzler games, always.
Got it. Very cool. Yeah, as a big fan of first-person puzzlers myself, I'm really looking forward to this run. Before we move on to the next run, I hear we have some prizes to show off. So our man Cent here is doing some tricks. What you got for us, Cent?
There we go. Did you say prizes, Blechy?
Wait, did I technically say prizes?
You said prize.
That
means I get to come over here. That's what I like to hear. How are you doing, Blechy?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Gelly, by the way, I wanted to congratulate you on the amazing Mist run earlier in the marathon. That was super fun to watch as a fan of those games from my childhood. Had no idea you could beat them that quickly. Anyway, guys, we have a bunch of super great prizes for you. They're open from now until the end of that Manifold Garden run coming up right now. So now is really kind of your last chance to get some donations in, and you definitely should. Now keep in mind, guys, you don't have to allocate your donations to prizes. That means you can put them towards some of the great incentives we have going. I think Super Castlevania is still a couple $1,000s away from being met. Hard mode, Blechy, I mean, you know Super Castlevania. You definitely
want to see hard mode. Yeah,
I want to see hard mode, sure. And I mean, you know, for maybe those who are more into the naming side of things, I noticed there's a certain bird Pokemon in Pokemon Sapphire a little later today that isn't named Honk. And I mean, I feel like that's a terrible, terrible waste and or the best thing ever, depending on how you feel about it.
So the geese got to you too, huh?
It has stolen my heart, unfortunately. Anyway, guys, we have some great prizes for you for $5 from Screelink. We have some beautiful Nintendo-themed coasters. They are absolutely lovely. You should definitely take a look at them. From Puzzle P, we have this beautiful $10 Chibi Velocity. It's tiny, but it's beautiful. I look at it. It's Velocity, our mascot. I love her. Adorable $10 minimum donation. Thank you for that Puzzle P. Also from our friend Nate Cal Art, we have this absolutely beautiful watercolor Velocity. It kind of looks like Klazooie. It kind of looks like a raptor in tennis shoes. Regardless of what you think, I love it. $10 minimum donation. We have all kinds of wonderful things from our friends over at goodoldgames.com. We have a Good Old Games prize pack. It's like 26 video games that are all being played in the marathon, and it's only a $20 minimum donation for entry. That's a lot of video games.
Yeah.
Right. And of course, you cannot forget our grand prize. It's a custom prop from our friends over at Heroic Replicas. You could have a Hylian Sword Master Shield like we've had the past few years. You could have the lovely fishbone guitar that we have here. You can customize those to your likings. Or if neither of those are your jam, you can work with Heroic Replicas to make your own grand prize. And that's a super cool opportunity. $200 donation, but it's cumulative throughout the marathon. So hey, get $20 in now to get entered into all of the amazing prizes that are available from now until the end of Manifold Garden, and then check back later for some other amazing prizes we have throughout the marathon. And to do that, you're going to want to head over to GamesDoneQuick.com and check out the tracker because it's got all the information you need. Anyway, Blechy, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Gelly, good luck on your upcoming run.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely, yes. Good luck, Gelly. So coming up next, we have Chippy for you, played by Scrublord. Check it out.
Thank you, Cent, Blechy, and Gelly for that interview. We have a $30 donation from